I need to have a microphone in front of my face. Yeah, I can't like leave it over on the other side of the room. Hey guys, it's Dag, and it is Tataru Tuesday or Tataru Tuesday or I don't know what else. I was listening to a podcast this afternoon. They were debating whether it was Tataru or what it was. I guess at some point, voice actors have said it several different ways, so it's like I'm gonna say it however I want to. So anyway, I'm here in I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. I'm in Shadowbringers, and so I'm in the first realm. I am not in Eorzea. So yeah, it's just I'm going through, cranking through this thing. This is the first time I have ever played this game. Oh shit! I just noticed something. Hang on a second. Now I should have, yeah, now I've got everything going. Okay, cool and groovy. So, yeah, I am playing Chad, who is a monk, and he is going through this game for the very first time. I have never leveled any character through Final Fantasy XIV, and so that's what this stream is all about. I'm a complete and utter sprout. Most of the time, I will tackle duties and dungeons and raids and all that stuff, whatever they're calling them in this game, blind. I just because I want to see what it's like to go through this and see what the community is like and that kind of thing. So anyway, that's what this is about. All right, so Chad left off. He's ready to pick up the next MSQ from Wid Lad. Let's see. I think the elder's answer is what he needs to be doing, right? Yes. Wid Lad looks a satisfied new mole. Okay. There's nothing like honorable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Why, yes, you're okay. I should mention that Elder Wide Ank returned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. That's what I like, is tidings. All right, and somewhere around here is tidings. But where? I'm guessing it's back over in the back part of this area? Okay. Oh, there. Widonk just like magically appeared by the cauldron fire there. All right. There you are. I'm informed that you've been an excellent patron to our people. For that, you have my thanks. Now then, we will be pleased to hear that we've come to a decision regarding the scepter. If you would gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. So we're doing all of this in order to get the scepter, so we have another piece to get into the castle. All right, before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Of course. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on the matter of the stone scepter, you gotta tell us a pound of salt? During our deliberations, we were forced to concede that we will never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor from torment. In light of this, we have decided to entrust their fate to you. So, do we get the scepter? I guess, okay, we've got the scepter. Take it, the stone scepter of the new mole. This makes 3 relics. One more and we can arrange a meeting with the warden. All right, where are we off to? Ere you continue your quest, allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Know that Titania is not a name, but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by the grace of nature. This leader, upon Ilmig's founding, arose as ruler of all Fey folk to bring order to our riotous kind. In our turn, we Fey folk render our blessing unto nature, unto water, wood, and wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they are become a sin eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. All 4 of pieces, yes. Oh dear, is there anything else we should know? They hate blondes. Anything else? Only that you feel unsteady for the challenge, and none there would blame you for it. You are welcome to remain among us a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when we will have the chance. We would see that you are comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home. Yeah. Gotta love the last laugh there. Oi! Hey, Feo. Feo. Honestly, I took away from one moment, and every fairy and their uncle tries to steal my sapling from me. This is my sapling, mine, do you hear it? Not yours, and not the Futh's. And anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce him will wish they hadn't. Okay. Be hard-pressed to be seduced by him, but yeah, or it, or whatever it is. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They're held in the Amaro's safekeeping at their settlement. Wolkdorf. There we go. Wolkdorf. Okay. It beareth mentioning that these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast here to... God, I'm having trouble talking tonight. Heretofore encountered, owing to a peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the Fey folk. All right. Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive in Wolkdorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Sato, and he is their leader and their bearer of the relic. And I look delighted to be able to do that. Okay, and that's all I need to do there, I guess. Are we out of here? Where am I headed? It doesn't say. And I'm not seeing... I don't see anything on the map saying go here, go there, go elsewhere. Speak with the enormous Amaro. Okay, well, let's go find a really big bird. Did I go the right way? Maybe. Maybe not. There aren't any magic mushrooms out here, so I guess I am going the right way. Yeah, there's the exit. Right, maybe I'll be able to see where I'm supposed to go. It's like, all right, where is my super suit? Do I even have Wolkdorf? No. So where is this? Oh, I see. Okay. All right, do I have that I can travel? All right, yes. Use an Aetheryte ticket to teleport free of charge. Total 3. Yes, take me. I've got those taking up space in my bag. I might as well use it. Oh, now I remember this. Or do I? This is I remember. I was like just walking by and decided to grab the flight point. So that's why I didn't necessarily see it. Okay, I gotta find the biggest guy. Is he? Are you the? I'm sorry. Are you the largest? Well, no. Are you the largest? Perhaps you wonder why we chose to live amidst these ruins. To you, there may appear to be nothing here, but to us, there is peace and quiet. That is what we crave above all. Okay, good to know. Oh, is this the one? Rispa? Excuse me, ma'am. After 100 summers, it all becomes a blur. There was a time when I loved nothing more than to going for strolls with my master. Now I can scarcely besteer myself to leave my nest. Okay, that's not good. Well, here's a bunch of people like standing around. So, but I don't know what the hell they're doing. Still looking for... All right, Rispa is not the one I seek. But I'm going to cruise around until I find some more that I can actually click on or talk to or whatever. Nimbus. All right, Nimbus. Grr, you seek our leader? Continue on past the path right. You cannot miss him. Okay. Oh, thank you for that direction. All right, so he's going to be over on this side. Is he in here? No, he's not. And you, Alan? Are you? Most of the flock are old creatures born well before the flood. Compared to them, I am but a fledgling. Yeah, same. All right, shit. I don't know. I went past the Aetheryte, and it says you can't miss him. But obviously I can. Is he up higher? Traveler? Are you him? Sato, he makes his roost in the next building. Okay, which is next? Oh, but now I have a name. Sato. Okay, so is this the next building? Ah, yes. Why, he is a ginormous Amaro. Yes. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. Do I want to punch him and wake him up? Sato? Bird? Ah. Hello. From way down here. It looks like he just woke up. Oh, forgive me, I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Did I hear you aright? You desire the crystal shoes that you may confront the Light Warden? Yes, we have to have the ruby slippers, okay? So, yes, we want them, please. No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you intend indeed immune to the light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly, return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice. This is Thancred. We have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? I guess he's reconsidering. Come, my friends, let us leave him with his thoughts. So he can fall asleep again, huh? It is harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'Twould behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think, and there is no sure way then to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Sato's reason for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro and make yourself known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of a greeting. A gentle touch. So like slap him upside of the head. And we're all going in different directions. So, all right. I did speak with the ginormous Amaro. Now I need to do what? I guess I need to just walk around. Slash pet. Oh, okay. Slash pet. Aww. Hey, Mama. Kerr. Ah, how long has it been since I last felt a man's touch? I'm not going there. I cannot help but be reminded. Yeah, exactly. But I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. Oh, he was a knight of Vobert, a noble and valiant soul. But, like so many others, he died fighting the Sin-Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. I'm sorry, guys. I was, like, watching... Oh, what happened? Oh, I turned off the light. Yeah, that... There we go. I was watching the Warriors game, and then it just kind of like disappeared off the screen. It's like, join live, please. There it is. Okay. All right, and where do I go next? Back over here. Looks like there's a whole group of people who are leveling out here right now. So it's like, okay. I don't know how much I'm going to get done having to like fight my way through other people doing the same stuff, but I'll try. E-O-N. Oh. I forgot. I need to pet. Ah, that tickles. Enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts, but then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those were the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, the seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us amongst other things. So it was with me, though I had never had a master, as I told you. Okay. And now I need to go back the other way again. All right, we'll just like cruise on over here. Gotta talk to Nimbus. And Cumulus. All right, no, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Slash pet. There we go. Grr, what's happening? Why am I being petted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fey folk. But then we are Fey folk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King. You see, 'tis easy to forget sometimes. Okay. And got another one? Benphilia's petting. Oh, I gotta talk to Urinche. All right. Orange J. Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it. And I nod in agreement. Then thou canst not choose but see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of concern for our welfare and not scorn that Sado seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must. And to that end, we must needs have the crystal shoes. All right, so that's the end of the elder's answer. So how do we... are we going to have to like go and fight shit in order to convince them that we can take care of ourselves? Is that what's going on here? All right, so the next one we're going to talk to Uranjay, and this is a resounding roar. Okay. A resounding roar. A resounding roar. Uranjay's brow is furrowed in thought. Except, Chad, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Sado in private? Hey now, the task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth the most. Tell him of thy many great deeds, spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. All right, I need to go brag, I guess. Oh, where am I going? Oh, around the corner. All right. Hi. Uranjay hopefully walked away. You have spoken with my brethren. Why, yes, I have. Then you see it is not our scorn that I deny you the relic. Of course not. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. I will win. Don't worry. Sigh, what am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? The land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fae folk to change. And in order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Not more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king? To keep promise to my friends. What did you say? The very words. Could it be more coincidence? Quinkadinky? It was a quinkadinky. Very well, you may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will see. I called it. I knew that they were going to tell me to go kill something. I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends that you may slay them. All right, and he's going that way. So I need to, first of all, I'm going to bring in my chocobo. Hello. Let's mount. I saw the big guy go this way. Sato went this way, so maybe I'll find him this way. Is this the clearing he was talking? Oh, apparently it is. Sado. All right, I will use my voice to lure out the sin eaters as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. All right, and what is my signal? Speak with Soto and defeat the sin eaters. Okay. Oh, I just have to talk to him again. Let me check and make sure this guy is set up. Right. Gee. I really do need to, like, level him up better. Tweety, I've been, like, so neglecting you. All right, what am I doing with this? Oh, I don't need to do that. All right, let's see. Character, companion, and let's see. I think I have it on free stance. Allow your companion to make his own decision. Yes. Okay, he's on free stance. Cool. Good deal. All right, let's go do this. Oh yeah, I need to talk to him. Ready then? Very well. Ooh. He yelled so loud, he just like distorted my brain here. And then we got the bears. The bears. One down. Two down. Probably going to be a third. There we are. That's a big ass area. All right. That last one was kind of like, all right, whatever. You made short work of those creatures. I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Warlickdorf. Let's go home. All right. Tweety, can I get on you? Thank you. Do 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 do. Do 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 I guess I don't have to pat him anymore. By the ease with which you slew those Sun Eaters, I see that you are capable. Why, yes, I am. However, I still require time to think, and if you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. Okay, and that is the Resounding Roar is done. So I've got a new MSQ. Let's see what the favor is I have to do for him now. The Memento of a friend. Memento of a friend. And yeah, Sato would make a personal request of you. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought Sin Eaters who had wandered into Ilmig. In the heat of the battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Longmere Lake. Oh, that's full of uglies, right? Yeah. We Amaro are not fond of water, Well, yeah, you got feathers, so I understand. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fuath, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and seek for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept it is gone forever. Forever and ever and ever. All right. Let us go find... Let's go find wherever the lake is. How far do we have to go to... Oh, yeah, not far. Just a little ways. Probably would make sense to, like, follow the water. No, that's the wrong lake. There's the lake I need. This is the lake you seek. Now, I know there's fishing in this game, but it's like... I haven't tried it at all. So I know, like, World of Warcraft, there's this... You can... There's a long made guide. Oh, I don't have Tweety to help me out this time. Okay. There's this long guide that you can do in order to combine cooking and fishing and level up both at the same time. And it works great if you've got the time to do that. So, like, I don't know if any of you watch my Sunday night stuff, but I've got my group, my 5-person group that we're out there doing dungeons and stuff with for World of Warcraft. And we have a lot of fun, but it's like, I haven't paid any attention to the gear for my character, and it's just like, they were bitching at me like crazy. It's like, dang, you need to get your gear fixed. So I went and dropped a few hundred gold on new gear and stuff like that for World of Warcraft. One of the things I've been trying to do is get my professions leveled up, and right now I'm in an expansion behind on my profession, one of my professions, and so I'm like trying to get caught up as best I can, and it's just like, yeah, this is not all right. So got to remember how to dive. Alt? Nope, that's not it. Control Alt? All right, yeah, it only took 2 tries. Okay, so I'm down here, and I'm looking for, oh, what do you know? It is a glittering object. Is this what I seek? This does not appear to be Seto's medallion. Bummer. Okay, so I just got like wander around this area looking for shiny objects. Sounds like a thing. Ooh, shiny. Okay, any more over here? These things are not going to be easy to see. See anything? I already touched that. That was not it. All right. The biggest thing is like not going around and touching the same thing over and over again. Now, someone tuning in for the first time is going to look at it going, he's talking about touching. What the hell is he talking about? Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. All right. Is there any shiny over here? Any shiny objects? I'm trying to go around the perimeter. There is a method to my madness, but what it might be, I couldn't tell you. All right, I didn't see anything between those buildings, so maybe it's on the outside. Any more shiny objects out here? Or are they going to make me, like, wander around? Or is this one of these things where it doesn't matter which one you touch, You've got to touch at least 4 or 5 of them before they actually let go of everything, the objects that you're seeking. Oh, this would be just evil if they stuck it in the middle of everything. Oh, God. I'm having hard enough trouble seeing this crap anyway. My eyes have been, like, absolutely boogered with the allergies that I'm... Allergy season has hit, and I'm like, I can't see shit right now. I had to put on my strongest glasses in order to be able to do anything tonight. Alright, I still don't see any shiny objects out here. Oh, it says it's up. Really? Is it on top of the roof? Really? Okay, well, or maybe it's inside. No. Is it in here? No, you can't go in there. Maybe it's on the roof. Is there an object on the roof? I don't see any shining on the roof, but that would be kind of interesting. Oh, is that another shiny? Is that the same shiny I was just looking at? No, that's grass waving in the waves. All right. Okay, maybe I can see it better from up here. Is that what they're trying to tell me? It's like, you're not going to find crap down below, Dag, so just like go look up here and maybe you'll see it. Glittering, this is the same one I touched before though, so, and it says, it's going to say this is not the object you seek. Yeah, this does not appear. Okay. All right, so I saw that one. I'm going to come up here and see if there's anything glowing on top of the roof. I don't see it. Well, crap. Ah! I don't see anything up here. Right, I have been around the perimeter, so I guess I'll... No, I didn't want to go all the way up there. Crap, now I got to go back down. Was it control? Yes, it was. Okay. All right, so I can't go any higher than this in order to look for this stuff. Ooh, is it inside? Ah, there is something shiny. Oh, precious. I found it. Yes. All right, and I'll just like kind of get out of here this way, or I have to go out the... I'll just go out the window over here. Good, there's no glass. That'd be a bummer. It's like, no, you can't go this way. You got glass in there. It's like, okay. All right, so if you're swimming underwater, is it faster to just keep swimming like I'm doing, or is it faster to go up to the surface and swim? My guess is that it's exactly the same, so it doesn't matter. But inquiring minds want to know. And yes, I am in Long Mirror Lake. And yeah, I could have taken the shortcut. I'm in not that big of a hurry. Okay, I think that is actually faster to swim underwater than it is above the water, but I don't know. I'm just looking at this, it looks like it might be just a touch different, but I don't know. Okay, hi, you're back, Tweety. Thank you. Can we mount? Yes. Volbertenberg. Okay, where is he? There. Sato. Have I got a surprise for you? Ah, you are returned. Why, yes. How fared your search? Here you go.
Ah, my medallion! You found it! Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young. In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Artbert.
Ah!
And he was my friend.
Artbert's going to sit there kind of looking, going, I remember this dude.
Artbert, thou sayest.
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Artbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
You just did. Aww.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due, perhaps, to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so.
Strikingly.
Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Ruby slippers. We get to click the heels and get there. Yay!
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
Oh, no, it's not Theo. Okay. Well, Sigden. There's trouble. Terrible trouble. What trouble?
Has something happened at Leader Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
A scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
All right, so where am I going? That's Memento of a Friend. So we're on to the next quest, which... Oh, okay. So I got to talk to Sato again. And the next quest is... Acht-la Ormh Inn. I'm going to have to get... Oh, Acht-la Ormh. Good Lord. Ormh, O-R-M-H, Inn. All right. And this is going to open up probably me having to talk to a bunch of people, or having to fight with other people. All right. Sada would wish you well on your way. Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time, but I am convinced that you will triumph. To the south, you will find the bridge to Laigia. As the bearer of the four relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. All right, so south, which is that direction, right? That's what he said. To the south? Oh, come here, Tweety. That's north. Gotta go this way for south. Well, it's not. It's due south. Yes. Oh, a summoning stone. I forgot to, like, touchy that. All right, and let's try this again. Mount. Oh, shit. All right, I guess I'm going to go down. Let's see. Do I want to go all the way? Yeah, probably, huh? Go all the way down to the shore and then make my way across. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. Oh, except when I get thrown off my mount. All right, let's try this again. Where'd he go? Mount. Sorry about that, Tweety. There's the bridge. Bridge over the River Kwai. Where's the start of this? It's like, oh God, gotta go way over here. Old Era Bridge. It's a Ruka, whatever that is. We're going to leave it alone. Oh, there's an ether current. Okay. Oh, it's a Fuka. Okay. Let's go take care of him. I Fuka'd him up. Okay, let's... No. Wanted that ether current. That's the only reason I decided to... Well, that and probably I needed to kill him anyway to get by so I can get up the stairs. That is a big-ass cathedral. Oh, another Fuka. Alright. Hello. And here's the destination. And I'm still standing there with my hand out. Oh. Here come all the relics. Okay, got it. Since I have them in my possession, I just magically glow and everything opens for me. Or not. Fail! The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. Oh, it sounds like a plan to me. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Okay. Yet know this, my adorable sapling, though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Good deal. So I've got Theo hanging out with me. All right. The dancing plague is now accessible. It's a duty. Okay, so the question is it a duty? Or is it a, it's one that I have to do with other folks, probably, right? Let's see. Entrance. Yes, okay. So I'm going to be, like, hanging out. I'm going to wait until after I take a break. Then we'll see how long it takes to get into this. And maybe you guys can, like, keep me company and while I'm sitting around waiting for the group to get together. So I'll be back in a flush. Hang in there. All right, I'm back. Let's see if we can get this going here. Ah, here we go. All right, I should probably not be laughing when I get into the light party. All right, again, I have no clue whatsoever what this fight is like. So hopefully everybody here will be mindful of that. What did she say? Something. She's not talking out loud. Oh, Light Warden. Okay. Ah, so much time lost, so much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it. We must, beginning by playing with you. And here we go.
Come and play! For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
I guess everyone like stacked on them, so maybe that was what I was supposed to do, is stack. I don't know.
When you play with fire. We're sick of this crapped old castle. Let's clean.
It's gonna be pretty hard for me to do anything from here. There we go.
First ball, second ball.
Okay, we got a bunch of dudes that we gotta take care of. Alright, that's fine.
Roll, Miles, please. Roll! Bigger is better.
Trees! Lovely. Are we supposed to handle the trees now? Yeah, apparently. Nope. Oh! Stand there.
Sounds like the leaves on the fire. So much fun! Let's play some more.
God damn it. Oh, shit at me. What is this? Invalid target.
We can play.
Okay, I didn't do so bad. I'm happy about that. Now I get to see what's going on here. I'm glowing. Ah. And the lights go out on Broadway. Cool. All right. Well, that was pretty neat. I wish I'd been able to... Yeah, well, hey, I'm learning more, I guess. That's a good thing, right? Do I have to go anywhere else in here? Nothing to touch, so I guess I'm just going to leave the duty. So I could go back to Sato, huh? Or do I?
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
What?
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal.
Aw.
We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind.
Bayo's going to taste the fruits of my garden? Okay.
Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
Oh, so she's going to be the new king? Hey-oh.
Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmek, Okbra.
Let me guess. That's Gallic, right? Gaelic? Gallic?
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Theo, you and me. We're going to go do this. Oh, this guy. All right, now I remember who they're talking about.
Confound it. How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
Oh, that's
How in
not
the
nice.
seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Oh, this could be ugly. Splat.
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child, how many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Yulmore. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
You swine! You piglet!
Fool! Defiance only
I like
begets
these
more
up close
suffering.
and
It is through
personal.
acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Nice contact lenses there. Okay.
Look, the sky.
He's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed. General, what are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Ah! They're all in need of a little trimming now.
What?
Gotta
What's
get the
happening?
hedge cutter out. Chainsaw.
Water? That wasn't there before.
Oruai Gansasi, Oruai Kinsi.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
They've turned it over a new leaf. Come on now. And here comes Chad on his Amaro.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
Oh, he's not going to retreat.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Oh, I guess he is going to retreat. Wait for me! Hey-oh. Thank you, Fayo.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fair all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feoul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength, in return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
Get on the cell phone right away.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
All right, and Uranger. Okay. Am I finishing this one up? Is that what it... Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over the foe, yet the majesty of thine achievements delighteth me nonetheless. I'm glad to hear that. Night hath returned to Ilmig, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey folk put the Ilnorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. And, this is a new quest? No, this is the one I'm finishing, right? Yes. All right, and so I'm finishing this, and I got a flight path. Ether current, I know. All right, and Thancred, this is the next one. The wheel turns. MSQ. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. The wheel turns. Sounds like a soap opera from the 1960s. As the wheel turns. Okay. Thancred wishes to have a word with the hero of the hour. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing, you have a strength all of your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say, to the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Yeah, you know, all that jazz. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Feyfolk. The Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Ilmor's attention, and I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for us all when I say that I've had a bellyful of Ilmig. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Oh, come on now. All right. And I guess I'm just going to like cruise on over to the Crystarium, right? That's where I'm going back to. So where did I put my transport button? Teleport. There we go. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, where's the Crystarium? There it is. Yeah, use the tickets. And I gotta run. Oh, everyone's standing out here. Okay. Alice, hello.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Yep. That happens. Oh, seriously?
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
It was like Grandpa, right? Yes. Yep, there he is.
And you are?
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity...
Is he going to take his face off? Oh. He's an Ascian, of course.
I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Emmett Selk. At your service.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
That's a good thing.
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining.
A rejoining. I like that.
Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him.
He gone. He dead.
And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Yes.
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive.
It's very true.
A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
I don't know about that.
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised, the proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
So it took that long before RNJ pulled the trigger on him, huh?
Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
They look perplexed. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? We've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Chad. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. And she just like dismisses me and goes away. Yeah. All right, I gotta go talk to the innkeeper, I guess. So we'll go do that. Oh, wait a second. Can't I just like beam myself over there, Scotty? Yeah. I need to go to the pendants. Yep, going the wrong way like usual. Meanwhile, back at the pendants, there's the manager of suites. Would you like some candy, little girl? Ah, welcome back, sir. We've been expecting you. Wrong kind of sweets, I know. You will find refreshments laid out in our quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? I've been retired for 3 years, guy. Retire to your quarters, yes. Very good, sir. I bid you a pleasant evening. And what is this? A sandwich basket. Woohoo! And am I going to run into the Warrior of Darkness in there? Probably. Look, it's FUD. And it's a sandwich basket. And the biggest ass apples you have ever seen. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover. It's a handwritten missive from someone.
From the Exarch, is it? And with that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed.
Yeah, you want a bite?
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since set adrift.
2015.
I know little more than you do of this city's history. and the
Congratulations.
Exarch's past.
Yes. I got tossed
Not
to
that
the
it
winds
matters.
in
It's
2022.
Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
They made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
La Brea, right? He was the guy in white?
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him about Sato.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Yeah, put a smile on his face. Good deal.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Well, my Chocobo's name... Tweety! All right. Crashed out. Wow, I polished off those sandwiches. Must have been Dagwoods, man. Realpolitik. Well, that's an appropriate thing to talk about. Yes, I avoided watching that garbage tonight. All right. Yeah, there's so much more interesting things. Let's see. We are party soon divided. Is that the next thing? Yes, it is. This is a new set of quests. And these quests are supposed to be completed between 74 and 75. That's what the guide says. So, all right. So a party is soon divided. I'm probably going to have to like go back and talk to folks, right? And things and stuff. Oh, and I get a headgear. Manager Sweets is in a cheerful mood. Good day to you, sir. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Oracle. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Okay. All right, and I'm going to go out and touchy on the stone. And as soon as I can figure out where it is, there it is. All right, I need to get sharded somewhere else over here. I've been sharded. And I need to go up the stairs. And talk to the gatekeeper. Hello, let me in. Yes. I'm no longer in Sanctuary. That's a different game. What are you folks staring at?
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Sounds ominous.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
Yeah, apparently.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
I would stand back and go,
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
You tell him,
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
He wants entertaining TV.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
My opinion? There might be.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Okay.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the wardens of Calusia, Armoreng, and Raktika remain.
Yeah, we got 3 more areas that we need to clear out.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I think it's more fun just running around.
I'll take
with everyone
Armoreng in that
together.
case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
Uh-oh. Did you make a play on her? Crystal, you naughty
visited
boy.
her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Leader Laran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
All right, and I need to talk to Crystal. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings, I believe, may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. Most considerate proposal, very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. All right. And I'm not going there. Speak to RNJ. Oh, I am going there. Okay. See you, twins. Bye. I'm going to exit the ocular. And now it's raining. Air, Archifel. Let's see if what else have I got up my sleeve here. Up, and I just sent him away. Oh, how nice. All right. Mr. Seedling, let's go. I'm going to go hang out someplace. Doesn't really matter where. Yeah, where is... I should, like, check and see where this is. So I'm here. Fort Job. Oh, okay. Well, I might as well go for a job, huh? All right, since I got to go there, and I'll forget between now and next Tuesday. Where did I park him? I don't remember. Where am I supposed to be? All right. All right, we got the gang all here, and this is where I'm going to bid adieu for the evening. If I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a good day. Have a fun afternoon. Have a fantastic evening. I hope you've all enjoyed what I've been doing. I've been blown away by the reception here on the Red channel because I got nobody watching over on the Purple channel. And that's just the way it is these days, I guess. But yeah, it's been really cool. Thanks for stopping by. Exilus. Thanks for piping in and saying hi. I appreciate that. And yeah, I shall see you all soon. Oh, if you like what we've been doing, give us a thumbs up. Give us a follow. Give us a swipe. Give us some comments. Tell us what you like, what you'd like to see done differently here. Any encouragement is appreciated. And I shall see you all soon. Love you. Peace out.